Hello, this is Linear Equations and Functions, Quick Graphs of Linear Equations, Example 4. There's an A part and a B part, and the A part is to graph y equals 3. Well, y equals 3, you have to wonder, where does y equal 3 on this graph? Well, this is the y-axis, y equals 3 here, but y also equals 3 here, and here, and there, and there. So y equals 3 everywhere along this line. Another way to think of this is y equals 3. So I could have the point 1 comma 3. I could have the point 5 comma 3. I could have the point 0 comma 3. See, all of these points would satisfy this equation. X can be any number as long as y equals 3. So to graph this equation, y equals positive 3 right there. Alright, B part, we have to graph x equals negative 2. And it's very similar to what we just did. This time we're going to try to figure out where does x equals negative 2. Well, it equals negative 2 right there. And right there, and right there, and right there, everywhere along this line. And similarly, the way I wrote points for the other one, I could write, we have the point negative 2 comma 0. We have the point negative 2 comma 2. We have the point negative 2 comma 4. See, all of these points satisfy that equation because the equation is not very restrictive. It just says that x has got to be equal to negative 2. So if you graph those points, you'd see that it's everywhere along this line right here that x equals negative 2. And it's kind of interesting because students have, I would say, more problems with these than any other. You can give a student a very complicated linear equation and they'll graph it fine, but then they run into something simple like this and they just can't figure it out. It's sometimes the simplest things are the hardest.